Welcome back to the channel. Imagine holding a simple, coppery penny in your hand, a coin so common, so ordinary, that you wouldn't think twice about tossing it into a jar, spending it on gum, or even letting it roll under your couch. But what if I told you that one of those pennies could be worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars? Yes, millions. This is the story of the 1989 US penny, a coin shrouded in mystery, sought after by collectors worldwide, and hiding secrets that could change your life. So, before you dismiss the change in your pocket, stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll never look at a penny the same way again, and you might even be digging through your coin jar with newfound excitement. To understand why the 1989 penny is so fascinating, we need to take a journey back in time and uncover the story of its creation. The penny has always been more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of American history, an icon of everyday life, and a tribute to one of the nation's most revered leaders, Abraham Lincoln. First introduced in 1909 to mark Lincoln's 100th birthday, the Lincoln penny quickly became a beloved staple of U.S. coinage. Its design, featuring Victor David Brenner's portrait of Lincoln on one side and the classic wheat stalks on the reverse, was both simple and elegant. By the time 1989 rolled around, the penny had undergone some changes. The reverse design now featured the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Despite its modernized look, the penny still carried its original spirit. But something about the 1989 penny was different, even though it wasn't immediately obvious to the untrained eye. Most 1989 pennies were produced using the standard composition, a zinc core coated with a thin layer of copper, a cost-saving measure introduced in 1982. These pennies were struck at 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint left its mark, or mint mark, on the coin, with Philadelphia using none, Denver using a D, and San Francisco marking coins with an S. But here's where things get interesting: not all 1989 pennies were created equal. In fact, some of them possess characteristics so unique and rare that they've become some of the most valuable coins ever discovered. This brings us to one of the most thrilling aspects of coin collecting: error coins. To most people, a penny is a penny. But for collectors, an error coin is a treasure, a happy accident that transforms an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. And the 1989 penny has its fair share of these fascinating errors. One of the most famous types of errors found in 1989 pennies is the double die error. This happens when a coin is struck by a die that has an accidental doubling in its design. The result? A penny with dates, inscriptions, or details that appear slightly doubled. It's subtle, but to a trained eye, it's unmistakable, and incredibly valuable. Then there are off-center strikes, where the design is visibly misaligned, creating a dramatic and often beautiful imperfection. Some 1989 pennies also suffered from planchet errors, such as missing copper plating, leaving the zinc core exposed. Each of these errors makes the coin unique and desirable to collectors, but the real magic lies in the value of these error coins. Depending on the type of error and the condition of the penny, these coins can sell for anywhere from a few $100s to tens of thousands. And yet, as incredible as these error coins are, they're just the tip of the iceberg, because there's one 1989 penny so rare, so legendary, that it's been dubbed the $1 million coin. This penny isn't just an anomaly, it's a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Imagine finding a coin worth more than your car, your house, or even your entire retirement savings. So, what makes this coin so special? And could you have one hidden in your collection? To understand the $1 million penny, we need to delve into the world of ultra-rare coins. Sometimes, a single coin is produced with a feature so unique or a history so compelling that it becomes priceless. For the 1989 penny, this might mean an ultra-high-grade specimen graded MS 68 or above, a coin so perfectly preserved that it looks as though it just left the mint. It could also mean a penny with a one-of-a-kind error, like a misprinted mint mark or an unusual planchet material. Take, for example, the stories of other rare pennies that have fetched jaw-dropping sums at auctions. There's the 1943 copper penny, a coin mistakenly struck in copper during a time when all pennies were supposed to be made of steel to save materials for World War II. One of these pennies sold for over $1.7 million. Could the 1989 penny be the next big discovery? Some collectors certainly think so, and the best part? Finding one of these valuable pennies might be easier than you think. The key is knowing what to look for. Start by gathering the right tools: a good magnifying glass, a digital scale to check the weight, and a keen eye for details. Examine your pennies closely, paying attention to the date, mint mark, and any irregularities in the design. Look for signs of doubling, misalignment, or missing plating. And don't forget to inspect the coin's condition. A penny that's been well preserved is worth far more than one that's heavily worn. If you think you found a valuable 1989 penny, the next step is getting it graded by a professional coin grading service. These experts will assess the coin's condition, authenticate its rarity, and assign it a grade that determines its market value. But be warned, there are plenty of counterfeit coins out there, so it's essential to work with reputable professionals. Now, before you rush off to sell your potential treasure, let's talk about avoiding scams and maximizing your profits. The world of rare coins can be tricky to navigate, with unscrupulous dealers looking to take advantage of inexperienced collectors. To protect yourself, do your research, compare offers from multiple buyers, and always read the fine print. When it comes to selling your coin, consider reputable auction houses or online platforms with strong buyer protections. And remember, patience is key. The right buyer can make all the difference in getting the best price for your penny. As we wrap up, let's recap what we've uncovered about the 1989 US penny. From its humble origins to its potential for jaw-dropping value, this little coin is a reminder that sometimes, the most extraordinary treasures are hiding in plain sight. So, the next time you find a penny on the ground or dig through your change, take a closer look. You might just strike gold, or copper, in this case, and if you thought this penny was exciting, wait until you hear about a dime that's worth over $2 million. That's coming up in our next video. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on the hidden treasures you might already own. And if you found something interesting in your collection, let us know in the comments. Who knows? You could be holding the next big discovery.